Increase your Social Security by using your housing wealth. This is so big, man. I don't know why more people don't recognize the value of a home equity conversion mortgage, i.e., a reverse mortgage. I think I do get why some people are hesitant because they hear Dave Ramsey saying home equity or reverse mortgages are scams. Nothing could be further from the truth. And I'm just going to share. Look, I'm going to do it. And if you follow my channel and you think I'm subject to scams, why would you be here? I don't get it. So I'm not suspect of a scam, that's for sure. I just see the value in using the house and the equity I've built up over many, many moons to fund my retirement for 20 or 30 years. Absolutely. Does that mean I might not leave any asset in the house to my kids? Yeah. Well, I frankly don't care. If I leave it, it's great, but it's not my biggest concern. My biggest concern is to make sure my better half and I have money for our retirement, and on top of that, when I die, I don't leave her a pauper. Thus, allows me to defer taking Social Security as well, which when I die, she'll step into my benefit instead of her own. All right, so let's read this. I get this email from my man Don Graves over at Home Equity. What's his website? Housingwealth.net. Housingwealth.net. He actually the Health Housing Wealth Institute out of Wincott, Pennsylvania. He actually called me the other day because I referred a couple people to him for a home equity or reverse mortgage. And he said, I just want to thank you, Josh. I said, my pleasure. I'm happy to do it when the situation is right. Don and his wife do run. I think she actually since been moved moved on to different aspects of they represent Mutual of Omaha. But I like Don. Big fan of Don. He's a good guy. He's certainly a believer in the big guy upstairs, which makes me happy. But he doesn't say, look at me, I got a Bible. It's not like that. He's just a good guy, man. And I think he serves his clients well. The people I've referred to him both say to me that, hey, they're happy with the service that they got from Don as well. I get no commissions. I get no pay. This is not a sales pitch for Don. I just know if you have equity in your home and you're worried about retirement, why not at least consider using the equity? Bah! All right, so let's read this. He's got a 3-minute video I'll link to that you can watch. I think it's it right here. No, that's not it. I guess I got rid of that. Anyway, I'll link to it and you can watch that by this guy Tom Davison. All right, so we're going to read this article here. Randy was turning 65 in March, but he had limited savings. His advisor showed what would happen to Randy if Randy deferred his Social Security until age 70 and deferred his IRA withdrawal at the same time. I don't like that deferring your IRA withdrawal. I think that's not good, but be it as it may, we'll run with it. The impact was tremendous. The question was, where was Randy going to get the income needed to cover his needs during the deferral period? I hear this all the time. And I'm telling you, when it comes to Obamacare, too, in particular, this is a huge benefit. Man, I just got done eating some ice cream. So if I sound like I'm a little bit more rambunctious, my typical self is because I got sugar running through these veins. It actually wasn't that good. I was kind of disappointed in the ice cream. It was a mint chocolate chip, chocolate chip with brownie. Not good. Don't get mint ice cream with brownies. Not good. I do love mint chocolate chip. All right. Anyway, Randy's advisor requested a housing wealth illustration that showed Randy could establish a reverse mortgage line of credit in the amount of $224,000. All right. So column A shows the potential growth of the unused line of credit. Column B shows how much money Randy could get monthly, and column C shows how much he could get monthly for 5 years. All right. 10-year payment means he gets over his life. So here is $665,000. He's 65 years old. He has $224,000 line of credit. So he probably has a house worth $550 or so, $500. Let's take a look here. Probably $500 or so, $500 times, we'll say 0.45. Yeah, about $500,000. I can almost guarantee it's about $500,000. He could get $1,000 a month for the rest of his life, or he could get $4,160 a month for 5 years, and then he never has to pay it back ever. Now, does that mean the bank won't get paid back? No, it takes it out of his equity in his home. Can never get put out, never has to make a payment. Yeah. Yes, he might not leave something to his kids. Again, that's not my biggest concern. Is if you want to make sure you leave something to your kids, buy a life insurance policy. Anyway, so if he waits till he's 67, he'll have a line of credit of $245,000, which he could take another $500 a month. If he waits till he's 70, he could take a line of credit of $280,000, which could have $5,200 a month. So if we take our trusty calculator, 1,056 times 12 divided by 224, he could take 5.6% out on an annual basis right here, every year for the rest of his life, guaranteed. For 5 years, he'd take 48,000 divided by 224. He could take 21% of this a year for 5. It's such a smoking deal. All right. Randy was planning on drawing $4,800 a month from his IRA, netting him around $4,100. In contrast, notice that the reverse mortgage makes $4,160 available tax-free. So let's just say he's 62 years old, all right, and we'll say as a line of credit, he won't get that same amount of money, but let's say as a line of credit of 224 for simplicity, and we'll just say he gets 18% as opposed to 21% over those next 3 years. We'll just use that for Obamacare. You get a reverse mortgage while you're waiting on Obamacare, you live off the reverse mortgage, and you get the freaking premium subsidies on Obamacare. Well, I mean, again, not thinking about that doesn't make sense. It's really simple. Randy's advisors understood that capitalizing on his housing wealth could make a dramatic difference in the longevity of his assets. Yep, I could not agree more. So, and I'll put a link in this video. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm just saying, I'm doing this for sure. When I hit 62, it's a done deal. So I'm gonna be 51 here in 4 stinking days. So I got 11 years, man. I probably won't be in this house, frankly, but when the time I hit 62, I'm getting a reverse mortgage line of credit. I might not use it at that point, but I'm absolutely going to get it going so that I'll have access to it in the future. And I think you should consider doing the same thing as well. All right, love to hear your thoughts. We'll see you.